Have you ever seen a bridge twist and turn like a ribbon in the wind? On November 7th, 1940, the Tacoma Narrows Bridge, nicknamed Galloping Gertie, shocked the world by doing just that, collapsing into Puget Sound. When it opened just 4 months earlier, it was praised as a sleek, modern design. However, engineers overlooked one crucial detail, which is how wind could affect its slim, inflexible structure. On that fateful day, strong 40-mile-per-hour winds created aeroelastic flutter, a phenomenon where wind causes vibrations that grow stronger and more destructive. The bridge began to sway, twist, and buckle as horrified drivers abandoned their cars to escape. Within hours, the cable snapped, the road crumbled, and the entire structure tumbled into the icy waters below. While no people were hurt, a dog trapped in a car was tragically lost, adding to the heartbreak. The collapse became one of the most infamous engineering disasters in history, teaching a vital lesson that nature's forces must never be underestimated. The haunting footage of Gertie's collapse still fascinates people today, reminding us of the fine line between innovation and disaster. The dramatic footage captured by newsreels shocked the public and became a symbol of engineering gone awry, sparking widespread discussion about safety and innovation. What if the bridge you cross every day suddenly gave way, plunging cars into icy waters below? That nightmare became reality on December 15th, 1967, when the Silver Bridge, connecting Ohio and West Virginia, collapsed during rush hour, resulting in the loss of 46 lives. Built in 1928, the Silver Bridge was a marvel of its time, using a unique I-bar chain suspension design. But decades of wear, heavier traffic, and poor maintenance turned this engineering innovation into a ticking time bomb. On that fateful day, a single I-bar, a critical piece of the bridge's support system, fractured due to a microscopic crack. This tiny flaw caused a catastrophic chain reaction, and within a minute, the entire structure crumbled, sending vehicles and passengers into the freezing Ohio River. Rescue efforts were hampered by the swift current and freezing temperatures, making the tragedy even more devastating. Investigators discovered that the I-bar design had no redundancy, meaning if one piece failed, the whole structure would collapse. The Silver Bridge disaster shook the nation, leading to sweeping reforms in bridge inspection and maintenance standards. Today, its collapse serves as a chilling reminder of the dangers of overlooking aging infrastructure and the need for constant vigilance. It's a lesson written in the icy waters of the Ohio River and the lives lost that winter day. On August 14th, 2018, during a heavy rainstorm in Genoa, Italy, the Morandi Bridge collapsed, resulting in the loss of 43 lives and leaving a nation in shock. The bridge, built in the 1960s, was once a symbol of modern engineering, stretching high above Genoa's busy streets and river, but decades of wear, inadequate maintenance, and design flaws made it a disaster waiting to happen. On that fateful day, a 210-meter section of the bridge gave way, sending cars, trucks, and debris plummeting 45 meters to the ground below. Survivors described the terrifying moment as the bridge seemed to disappear beneath them. Investigators discovered that corrosion in the steel cables and aging concrete had weakened the bridge over time. Despite repeated warnings from engineers about its deterioration condition, repairs were delayed with devastating consequences. The Morandi Bridge collapse became a wake-up call for infrastructure safety worldwide, sparking debates about accountability, maintenance, and modernization. Today, the new San Giorgio Bridge stands in its place, a somber reminder of the lives lost and the lessons learned. The disaster underscores a painful truth. Ignoring the warning signs of aging structures can lead to unimaginable tragedy. It was an ordinary summer evening in Minneapolis on August 1st, 2007. Rush hour traffic crawled along the I-35W bridge, cars bumper to bumper, when suddenly the unthinkable happened. Without warning, the bridge gave way, collapsing into the Mississippi River below. In just moments, 13 lives were lost, 145 people were injured, and a nation was left grappling with how such a tragedy could occur. The I-35W bridge was a critical artery for the city, carrying over 140,000 vehicles daily. Built in the 1960s, it had been flagged for structural deficiencies years before the collapse. But what made all of this happen? A design flaw in the steel gusset plates, key components that connected the bridge's beams. These plates were too thin to handle the increasing weight of modern traffic and repairs over decades. On that day, the bridge simply couldn't bear the load, and it failed catastrophically. Emergency crews worked tirelessly in the chaos, rescuing survivors from the river and twisted debris. The collapse prompted an urgent nationwide review of aging infrastructure, highlighting the dangers of deferred maintenance and design flaws in America's bridges. Today, the rebuilt I-35W bridge stands as a testament to resilience and innovation, but the haunting memory of that summer evening serves as a stark reminder. Infrastructure isn't just about steel and concrete, but it's about the lives it holds in balance. What happens when an engineering marvel, designed to be the longest cantilevered bridge in the world, suddenly falls apart? That was the devastating reality on August 29, 1907, when the Quebec Bridge collapsed during construction, resulting in the loss of 75 workers and shaking the world. The bridge was a grand vision, set to span the St. Lawrence River in Quebec, Canada, and stand as a symbol of engineering excellence. But the dream was built on a flaw, an overambitious design and poor calculations. The bridge's framework relied on steel gusset plates, which were crucial to its structural integrity. However, these plates were too thin to withstand the weight of the bridge's span. On that fateful day, the stress proved too much, and the central span of the bridge plummeted into the river below. Workers, who had been diligently building the bridge, were caught in the collapse, and 75 men lost their lives in an instant. The tragedy was incomprehensible, and it sent shockwaves through the engineering community. Despite the catastrophic failure, the bridge was eventually rebuilt and completed in 1917. However, the Quebec Bridge disaster remains one of the most significant and heartbreaking engineering failures in history. It highlighted the dangers of cutting corners and overlooking safety, serving as a tragic reminder of how ambition can quickly turn into disaster when critical details are ignored. Imagine walking across a brand new bridge, built to mark the turn of the Millennium, when suddenly the ground beneath you starts to sway. That's exactly what happened on June 10, 2000, when the London Millennium Bridge opened to the public and immediately became notorious for its unsettling wobble. The sleek pedestrian bridge, linking St. Paul's Cathedral with the Tate Modern, was meant to be a modern marvel, designed to carry thousands of people across the Thames with ease. But just days after its grand opening, something unexpected happened. The bridge began to sway under the weight of pedestrians. What seemed like a harmless design flaw quickly turned into a public safety issue, forcing the bridge to close for months. But why did this happen? Engineers discovered that the bridge's design didn't account for the way people move. As pedestrians walked in sync, their collective movement amplified the wobble, turning the bridge into a dizzying, unstable platform. After extensive modifications, including adding dampers to reduce the movement, the bridge was reopened in 2002. Today, the London Millennium Bridge is an iconic structure, but its brief wobble serves as a reminder. Even the most cutting-edge designs can have unpredictable flaws, and human behavior can play a surprising role in engineering disasters. What if the celebration of a lifetime suddenly turned into a deadly disaster? That's exactly what happened on July 17, 1981, when two walkways at the Hyatt Regency Hotel in Kansas City, USA, collapsed during a busy event, resulting in the loss of 114 lives and injuring over 200 people. The Hyatt Regency Hotel was a marvel of modern architecture, designed to showcase a stunning atrium with walkways suspended high above the ground. But a deadly flaw lay hidden in its design. The original plan for the walkways called for the suspension cables to connect to a single point. However, engineers made a last-minute change, adding a second set of suspension rods for support, without properly calculating the impact on the structure's load-bearing capacity. On that fateful night, the walkways, crowded with guests attending a ballroom dance, buckled under the weight they were never designed to bear. In a matter of seconds, 2 levels of walkways crashed to the floor below, trapping and causing loss of life in the chaos. The collapse exposed serious flaws in engineering oversight, leading to an investigation that revealed structural miscalculations and poor communication between the design and construction teams. The disaster prompted significant changes in engineering standards and building codes. Today, the Hyatt Regency walkway collapse stands as a haunting reminder of how a small design change, if not carefully considered, can lead to catastrophic consequences. Envision a bustling construction site where workers diligently piece together a bridge intended to symbolize progress and connectivity. This vision turned into a nightmare on October 15, 1970, when the Westgate Bridge in Melbourne, Australia, collapsed during construction, tragically claiming the lives of 35 workers. The Westgate Bridge was designed to be a crucial link across the Yarra River, aimed at facilitating traffic flow and boosting economic growth. However, the ambitious project faced numerous engineering challenges and design complexities. The bridge's construction utilized a novel box girder design, which, while innovative, was not fully understood at the time. On that ill-fated day, a critical error occurred during the construction process. Workers attempted to correct a misalignment between 2 bridge spans by removing bolts and adding weight to force the sections into place. This action inadvertently destabilized the structure, leading to a catastrophic collapse. The central span of the bridge plummeted into the river below, tragically claiming the lives of the workers on it. The Westgate Bridge disaster sent shockwaves through the engineering community, prompting a thorough investigation and leading to significant changes in construction practices and safety regulations. The tragedy underscored the importance of meticulous planning, communication, and adherence to safety protocols in large-scale infrastructure projects. Today, the rebuilt Westgate Bridge stands as a testament to resilience and learning from past mistakes. It serves as a somber reminder of the human cost of engineering failures and the critical need for vigilance and innovation in bridge construction. Which infrastructure failure story impacted you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let us know if you'd like to see a part 2 exploring more infrastructure failures. Join us next time as we delve deeper into the events that have shaped our world, because every infrastructure failure has a story worth telling.